Wanderers, welcome to the Wondering Dutchmen podcast.
The Wondering Dutchmen podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchmen podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah, yeah. The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wondering Dutchmen podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's episode. We hope your 2026 is off to a hot start. For those of you that set a bunch of resolutions, well, you dummies, we told you otherwise. You're going to fail, and most fail within the first 2 weeks. So here we are. Fellas, it's been a spell. We kind of had a nice little batch record, a little time off. Brother Dave, what you been up to?
Working. Finished my first 5-day week in 7 weeks. 6 weeks off, and then the seventh one was a 5-day week. I made it out alive. Been a pretty good weekend so far. But so I'd say it's been pretty good. But I do need to say, when I edited, I did realize that we said that last week's episode was going to come out on the 17th, which does not. This one will come out on the 17th.
We really struggle with time and dates and other things like that.
Yeah, it's hard to do. But yeah, so this one I think actually comes out the 17th. I'll figure out how to edit that, make it sound right. I don't know how to see a calendar on my Mac machine here to verify, but it's around the 17th.
Yeah, as long as we're close.
Toolbar where it's got a calendar on it.
No. Oh, right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
16th. The 16th is a Friday.
16th is a Friday. There we go.
I did see where we got a couple, we got a pair of tickets sold already for the special edition viewing of episode 1, take 1.
I got another one reached out via Snapchat that he would be willing to pay whatever it took to.
$1,000.
Price just went up.
$1,000. Hey, just like out to our boys at CNC Roofing there.
Yeah.
If they want Diggy Mongo interview,
Come on in.
$10,000, we'll run all the ads you want.
That's right.
Give you an hour
Give them the whole
15.
year, huh?
Not the whole year. It just for that episode.
Oh, good grief. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's Oldest Smoke coming back from, is it Barnyard Basketball League or Backwoods Basketball?
BBL.
Yeah, Brazilian butt lift basketball.
Oh.
Now, what's he doing parking the driveway like he owns a place? Sorry, folks. You're hearing about shit that don't matter. I'm just looking out the window.
Well, it just all works out.
Oh, go ahead.
So you had to go back to work.
Yeah, it was kind of a tough one. Now, I will say that having everybody back, like full staffed, helped.
It's kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah, when it was because those 2 weeks, Christmas and then the New Year's week, like a lot of our customers are either shut down or skeleton crews as well, so there's not like fires to fight.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a whole lot going on. We're not a skeleton crew, but we definitely don't have everybody, and it just makes the day drag on when there's not something to tackle.
I read an article that, who was it? Somebody in business, it was a business mogul, titan, whatever you want to call them, and they actually worked the hardest these 2 weeks to reevaluate the year they were coming out of and the year they were going into, which in most places, the reality of that is it's almost like you lose 2 weeks.
Right.
I bet it would be interesting to do a study. I don't know how you could set up the parameters, everything like that, but to actually figure out
Be money ahead to just let everybody stay at home.
how much production drops the week of Thanksgiving, so that Monday all the way through the calendar year. It would be interesting.
So my customer that I work with directly, so most in tune with, I was talking to them. There was one fella there, and he said, I don't even know why we keep schedule these 2 weeks into any of our plans.
Yeah.
Because suppliers, so even though you got like my supplier that's open, a lot of our suppliers are not.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of overseas suppliers. So then there's just weird times a year. Chinese New Year, that's always like a thing to fight because
That's coming up.
they shut it all down for
All
like
down.
a week. So just nothing moves and everybody wants it to move.
What
It's
is
like, well,
this? What is this year?
it's hopefully the year of good fortune.
No, I mean like the animal.
The good fortune animal, I guess a rabbit.
I
Lucky
don't,
rabbit's
I don't
good.
know my Chinese New Year enough to know for
Yeah,
sure.
nor do I.
When the guys at Ferdinand will maybe tell me next time we order. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
What do you got, big
Well,
fella?
I don't know. I'm sick.
Yeah, you got the crud. I can hear it in it.
Yeah. I think I probably got the flu or a
Great.
sinus infection or something. No fever, no cough.
Wish you'd have told me that before you told me to taste your drink through the straw.
You didn't.
I know.
That's a lie. But yeah, no, as of late, just kind of the same thing. Last week was the first full 5-day week for me in a while. Wrapping up 25. We did do a lot of shit. A lot of concrete again this last week and getting everything ready to go. We got some other projects, actually got quite a bit done. So, I mean, the weather was cooperative, so it worked out well in our favor. But, yeah, trapping, still doing a little trapping. It's kind of winding down at my place. I think I've pretty much trapped the piss out of it.
So year to date, what's your
I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. I'm probably upwards of 10 or so coons, 1 coyote, 1 possum.
The possum you let go, though.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to mess with it. I wasn't going to skin it, and I didn't want to throw it in a ditch because they eat ticks. And ground vulture, they take care of roadkill and shit like that, so I don't mess with those. And I have caught a cat. 1 cat.
I had heard about
domesticated
One of your own
Fluffy.
cats?
tabby. No,
Oh, it was the...
we don't know whose it was, and that's all we're going to say about it. But it was a successful release, and fortunately, with those Duke DPs, those dog proofs, that
DP.
it's not a break. Like it doesn't break their foot. It's just kind of a cuff, like a handcuff. So let it out, and it ran off with no problems. But I had the first. It's kind of a rookie thing. Or I guess I shouldn't say rookie thing because I guess coyotes are tough to catch, according to what I've heard.
I mean, it makes sense.
Because they're obviously an apex predator. You know what I mean? And but I had a trap set in the northeast suburbs of Selvin, Indiana, at a property out there that I had permission to trap on, and it got dug up, which is very common for a coyote to do. To dig up, they'll dig your trap up if it's got scent on it. And my traps that I bought were all new, so they hadn't been
Decent.
They hadn't been washed and dyed and all that stuff. I just literally got them out of the store and put anchors on them and set them. You know what I mean? So
True Big Mace fashion.
right, yeah. But I mean, I did catch 1 coyote with a brand new trap that had.
So did the coyote just keep the trap, or was it there, or what the hell happened?
Well, I mean, it's got a 18-inch steel cable that's buried in the ground with a wolf fang anchor on it. So no, they can't take it out. But I mean, they just dig it up and it's all uncovered because when you set your trap, you obviously bed it in the ground. You know what I mean? You dig a little hole and you bed it in there. But yeah, no, it was just, you could tell where it's something that dug it up and kind of moved it over to the side and
That was nice of him.
sniffed around the bait hole and shit like that.
The old bait hole.
Kind of like them rats they use to find buried landmines in some of those third world
Truffle
countries.
dogs and shit. But yeah, basketball, full swing. Eleanor actually got moved up to the A team.
Oh,
So that's a big deal. She actually has been playing really good basketball lately. Evelyn, she's making leaps and bounds, pressing, actually taking shots, driving the lane. Absolutely about fell out of my chair the other night. She drove the lane for the first time in like 3 years, so that was awesome. And big fella's just doing what big fella does, dominating the post. And
big fella's about to be mine.
and I cannot wait for it to happen. I hope you can instill in him some
It just hit me right now that we're going to be at the same games now.
get your head out of your ass attitude stuff.
And that hill, it's just take them down there to that hill at Southside Park and let them know there's a lonely Broken Hearts trail that runs right up there, kind of around that utility marker pole and right back down.
Right.
It seems to do a pretty good job of balancing out some attitude.
So no, it's not an attitude issue with him because he's been really helpful and friendly and nice and everything, but he's got this real bad habit of like forgetting shit and losing stuff.
Oh,
Which I don't have much use for, but we'll figure that out. Which I mean, I'm guilty of forgetting things. But
I was gonna say
the losing
apple
stuff,
doesn't fall far from the tree.
the losing stuff is I don't like that. But
Yeah, that makes sense.
but yeah, no, I'm just hoping to kick this crud and keep on keeping on.
There you go. Sounds like a winner.
What about you, big dog?
Well, Mother Nature throwing another curveball at us. It was 60 last week, and now we got back down to below freezing here. I think we're going to kind of be in this for a little bit.
Couple days.
Not get to the real bad cold like they've been having up in Anchorage, Alaska. You been seeing that?
Unreal,
like
man.
negative 40 and shit.
Woo, doggies.
Yeah.
They say once you get past negative, what is it? Once you get past negative something, it doesn't matter anymore. It's just
You're just cold.
the same. Yeah, the feeling's the same.
And they're not. It's not like they're outside doing anything. I guess.
No.
They're not pouring concrete or working on roads or anything. No, just got back from the American Baseball Coaches Association. They had their annual convention there in Columbus, Ohio. As a Michigan fan, Columbus, Ohio is a dump. The citizens of Ohio should be ashamed of what kind of rat's nest hole that is. But it was all right. I mean, it's, get away from a couple days, learn some things. Learn a few things, but, wasn't bad. Happy to get home. Obviously, it's tough leaving the whole crew, my wife, mother-in-law, my father, old Papa Frank. They, they help and pitch in and help watch and help get kids elsewhere and other things. So, but,
sorry to cut you off, big Zobug, student of the month.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
She is. She's a good kid. She works hard. She is too sweet almost sometimes. I worry, but she does really good in school, and she's definitely making us proud. Now the other three boys, there's no telling what that's going to look like, but Zoe is definitely studious, loves to read. She got some book series over the Christmas holiday season,
awesome.
And she was just absolutely floored by it.
Cool.
So she enjoys doing that stuff. But other than that, it's just work kind of turned back on. I thought we had that little slowdown, kind of like Dave talked about those 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden went back to work on Monday, and it was like, no, somebody turned the fire hydrant back on.
Yeah.
So, but it'd be good. Be good.
I'll be glad to see my buddy Cesar tomorrow when we get back to work in real time. I haven't seen him for about a month.
Where's he been?
Michoacan, Mexico.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He go down for a little sun?
His big pilgrimage he goes on every year.
Really?
He's been gone for like 4.5 weeks.
He saves up all of his PTO.
Every one of them.
And just dumps it all in 1 month.
Yep, and they've been doing it. Well, he couldn't do it until I think his second year after he started. But then now that he's been able to do it, and he's, it just works out in the way he does it. And,
yeah.
But yeah, I was really worried, as of late with all the
stuff going on.
With all the stuff going on in the world. But he said it was absolutely effortless. He said he timed it out pretty right and came back across Laredo, Texas basically at night on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So
so they drive down?
Yeah, 36 hours. And that little bastard, I think he drove for like 19 hours straight because he said he was leaving Thursday morning, and I said, send me your location. And so we could watch him Thursday through the day.
Yeah.
And we watched him leave that morning. And then when I went to bed Thursday night, 11-ish, he was already in San Antonio, Texas.
Well, that's a pretty good
And
haul.
he drove from San Antonio, Texas still through the night. And finally he said, I had to take a nap in Texarkana. He said, I could not stay awake anymore. My eyelids would not stay open.
Yeah, that's a haul. So he takes the whole family or what?
Mm-hmm. And the dog.
Oh.
Well, they're 4-pound Chihuahua.
Oh, he doesn't have Bernie's mountain dogs.
Name Eli.
Yeah.
Senior Eli.
Yeah. Senior Eli. What a name for
But yeah, he's going to be back tomorrow, and I'll be glad to see him.
Yeah, that's good. That is kind of the nice thing. that 2-week break. Some people are out, some people are in. You kind of get everybody back. It's good to see everybody.
Right.
And I think the biggest thing is ripping that Band-Aid off and just getting everybody back into routine.
Yeah.
It just makes it so
I'm
nice.
sure tomorrow we'll have our big yearly powwow like we always do in the beginning of the year, where it's more of a what you need to work on type shit, and hey, these da-da-da-da-da. But so we'll be able to hit the ground running, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, and I know we're not a sports podcast, Dave, but
Hoosiers?
No, they only won because we sat out here playing euchre.
No, they won because they're fucking dogs.
they're phenomenal.
They're an absolutely stellar football.
Well, and it's funny because in the
Duco had a lot of fucking
I know.
presents.
That's awesome for those folks that could make that trip and go, man. That's so cool.
A lot of dude boys.
yeah, we'll see who has the real money. To
I
pay
was gonna say we'll talk about it
See-
maybe in your topic.
Yeah, see who
Oh, my God.
prices of that. But no, it was it's cool. It's good for the state of Indiana. I mean, that's a neat thing. You can see where social media is kind of starting to turn a little bit on them.
Yeah.
Because Fernando, he puts basically it's like a talcum powder.
Yes.
Or kind of like a resin. It's like a lotion.
It's liquid.
But
It's the same thing that my brother-in-law Grant uses when he plays golf, because him and my sister-in-law, I think it's both of them, sister-in-laws and him, they have that, I don't know.
Hyperdosis?
Yeah,
or
whatever that condition is, they have some of the nastiest,
Sweaty hands?
sweatiest hands and feet you've ever seen.
And all these people were like, oh, it's illegal. It's illegal. It's like, no, it's
No different than
perfectly-
a pitcher using a rosin bag. Like,
Yeah.
it comes on your hand as a liquid, but then it instantly dries like a powder.
Yeah.
I mean, you could watch him use it all season.
Yeah, and the other thing of it is they're complaining, of course they should win. They've got all these 21,
8.
22-year-old kids.
8. Did you hear that stat?
What's
when
that?
they played God damn it, when they played Oregon. I think it was Oregon or Alabama, one of the two, had 55 4-star and above recruits
Yeah,
on their squad, and Indiana has 8.
4 stars. They have 0 5 stars.
Yeah, they have 8 4-star recruits, and then the other team had 55.
Well, I think what Sig is going to do is if he can find the right balance of developing talent and hitting in the portal, when you can get some of these guys that are older and there's a stark difference of a 19-year-old, 20-year-old kid
Oh my
going against
God.
a 21, 22-year-old.
Well, shit, yeah, that's been in the league, that's been in the game for a while, that's got that experience.
That's all a development thing.
Well, yeah.
But, and then, of course, Dave, your Packers took it on the chin by my Bears. So
That was tough.
I couldn't believe
It was
that. I
enjoyable.
went to bed thinking, I went to bed at like 8:30, but I thought for sure that was a done deal. I thought
no,
Jordan Love and
not till zeros hit the scoreboard.
right.
And then, Cubs signed, big free agent signing. So it's pretty good.
Good day for
It is.
Chicago. As long as we can just keep Soldier Field and
Aren't they moving to
keep
Gary?
them stupid ass Bears out of Gary, Indiana.
They want to move him.
That's
They
so
want to move him.
stupid.
Well, they did a big remodel.
Look at
of
Soldier Field, though. It doesn't look like a bad place.
Oh, it
Why
ain't
would they
dumb.
build a new
It's
one?
It's a dump around everything else.
dude. It's been that field. When was that built?
70s, 80s.
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
guys.
And it's,
And then
it's
they-
really neat looking.
And then they did a remodel. And that's where
It looks like a prison from the outside, a
little bit.
with all that
well, because
stone
that was built
bars.
historical. Yeah. They but the problem they've got is Cook County and the state of Illinois aren't going to give them any money because they haven't paid off the debt
Yeah.
that was owed for what they did when they remodeled.
Oh, so they're going to come here and get some debt and not
What
pay it.
Yeah, that's not what it looks
what
like.
the hell, the City Museum and that whole area down there is pretty neat.
Well, bad thing of it is you lose something like that there.
It's just in Chicago, which
just-
is a shithole.
Yeah, well, we're not going to go there. So, anyways, big fella, what's on your mind?
Well, so today, all right. So everybody has a cell phone, and majority of us have smartphones. And when you have a smartphone, you have the availability
There you go.
to be involved in group text messages, group chats. Like we have our own group chats. Like I bet I'm in 15 different group chats on my phone. And I love it when people start group chats because it's good to be informed and it's good to know what's going on and all that stuff, and it's fun to, to chime in and whatever, but there comes a time where the group chat maybe becomes too much, or majority of the people that are involved in the group chat, like, you don't even know who they are. Like, that's a big thing for me. If I get involved in a group chat and I don't know more than half of the numbers involved, and they're not talking about stuff that's pertinent to me anymore, like, I don't feel like it's benefiting me to be a part of that group chat. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So our neighborhood out down there south of town, which I don't know if anybody listens, and I hope I didn't hurt anybody's feelings, but there was an instance that happened the other day where a dog showed up at a neighbor's house, and the person whose house that the dog showed up at started a group chat with most of the neighbors that was in relatively close proximity of her house that had that she had their number.
I was going to say I was not in this group chat.
Because I'm sure they knew that you didn't have this type of dog.
Oh, yeah, we're pretty famous with our
mountain dogs.
Mountain dogs.
So the person sent out,
which, by the way, not to interrupt you, there may be a third coming to 1025.
Oh, you're a fucking idiot.
I know.
God damn. But anyway, this person sent like this photo of this dog and said, "Hey, does anybody know whose dog this is? It showed up, da 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 da." And then like the whole process gets going where like your phone just ding, 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 ding.
Kind of like the reply all email at work that you're not supposed to reply all to.
Ding, 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 right? Okay, so then like they reported it to, there is a absolutely sweetheart of a woman around our community that helps out a lot with like stray dogs.
Cheryl Circus Getter, just throw it out there.
Miss Cheryl Circus Getter
does a great job.
Works tirelessly to help these strays
reunite
or get the help that they need.
Reunited
the dogs. Anyway, so they contacted Mrs. Cheryl, and she was actually able to find the owner of this dog. And I was like, all right, good. Problem solved. Well, then, like, the same thread, like, some cats start showing up.
Oh,
like,
no.
is anybody missing any cats?
Oh, no.
So then, like, today, I was like, I got the crud. I'm on call, so I can't turn my phone on silent at home. So, like, my phone, and I'm trying to take a nap, and my phone's just, like, going nuts and shit, So I was like, I just hit the old 1-2 button and then flip the old leave conversation button. And Justine's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, what am I doing?" She's like, "Everybody can see on there where you left the conversation."
And that's okay.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. That's what I was going for." And she's like, "You look like a total dick when you did that."
Don't think so.
I was like, what do you mean? Like, I didn't mean to look like a dick. It was just like, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in, like, the cat situation because, like, I know that we have all of our cats, like everybody's spoken for. We don't have any additional cats that are around here, and the dog that was lost was reunited with its family. So I don't need to be involved in this group chat anymore. But she just thought that I was a total prick for hitting the old leave conversation instead of
muting
it. And she said, "Well, I'm in like 10 different groups that I've got muted." And I'm like, what's the point of having a conversation with someone or what's the point of being in a group chat if you're no longer, like, if it's no longer pertinent to what you've got going on? Instead of just muting it, just leave it, and then you won't have to be involved in the goings-ons of this group chat anymore.
Talk about first world problems. Remember when you had to pay by the chat or the text message?
Yeah.
Ting. That's a nickel. Ting.
Yeah.
3 pennies. Ting. It's after 8, so that one's free. Ting. Bitch, it's morning time. Stop it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think that it is a commonplace, a common enough occurrence that nobody would take offense to you leaving the group message, because what you've done is, as the pioneer in that group, you've allowed other suckers that don't want to be a part of it to also leave. Because I'm sure that's when there was a flood,
Mass exodus.
of people leaving the conversation.
Well,
Now, with that being said, if you left the Dutchman chat, I might think you're being a little bit of a...
I have a confession to make.
Oh, boy. Did you mute us?
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Because, now I will say this, because sometimes when you get on a roll, motherfucker, like I feel like my phone is going to melt.
So hold on.
And
So
like,
you know how to. You knew how to silence ours, but you didn't silence. I mean, it's different.
Because
but
it is different. Because the subject matter of that group was no longer pertinent to me.
Yeah.
So that's why, and like my wife was still a part of that group.
Yeah. So you're covered.
Yeah. So like if something were to come up in that group, that's muted on her end.
See if I text the group anymore.
Oh, God, you fucking titty baby. Like when you have a slow day or a PTO day at home and I'm working and we're doing shit, my phone's like, ding, 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 ding. And I've got 3 kids in 2 different schools and a wife that's gone and, that's working and shit. And I'm like, fuck. And I'm checking my phone every 30 seconds and the boss is looking at you weird. And then like, whatever. And I'm like, God damn, David. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
So why don't you just use your Apple Watch to?
I don't wear it. I don't wear an Apple Watch.
Because you know what you could do is when it dings, you could look.
I know, but like
So you don't want to
just
solve this
Dave.
problem. You just want to bitch about
There's
it.
no way. No, I'm not bitching about anything. I still
What did you just do,
no. That's why
Dave? What did he just do?
I didn't bitch. I muted it. That way, when I open my phone, when I have a free moment and it says 16 over that little green question mark or green message marker, I click on it and I'll be damned. There it is. New TWD. Boom. 37 text messages. And they're all from Dave. And I'm like, okay. And then I catch up and then I reply if I need to.
What I will say about our group chat is when Dave has some kind of wild idea that you knew he woke up with and he sends it out super early and it just sits there till about mid-morning.
Yeah.
And just kind of just waiting for,
marinating.
and I could just see Dave like, oh, nobody's commented yet. Oh, nobody's commented yet. Oh, nobody's commented. Maybe it was a bad idea.
You know that.
Maybe it was a bad idea. I'm in a few group chats. Some of them, a couple of them are in messaging apps that they're silenced. And, I've got one with that group of guys that we've done fantasy football with for like 20 years. And a couple of different other ones, but really not too much and I'm bad about like creating a group chat for like one thing and then I just never do anything else with it. But, I respect the nature of group chats. But here's a question for you guys. Where do you think it becomes a requisite for like a group chat of buddies?
Whenever you're trying to plan something or whenever you're trying to spread the word out that you don't, like for us, like if we do an event or something like that, 95% of the people that we use, that we know, have Facebook. But there's always that handful of guys or gals or people, your peers, that don't have it. So then you can't put something out on Facebook where it just goes boop one time and then there it is. Whereas you got to put 20-some people in a text message. So I am notorious. When I was still coaching youth sports, I would do the initial text message. Congratulations, your son or daughter has been chosen to play for da-da-da-da-da. Me and myself and my assistant da-da-da are happy to coach your son or daughter. From now on, all further communications will be done via Team Linked or via enter messaging app here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that way, please reply if you've received this message. And then, your phone goes batshit nuts for until everybody gives you that thumbs up. And then from then on,
Does anybody ever give you the middle finger?
I mean, no, not that I remember. No.
Oh.
No.
I feel like you'd remember it if it happened.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that the onset of these team links and team reach and
If they would just pick one
Yes.
for the whole freaking school district,
this
that'd be
parent
great.
square bull crap that the school
Yeah, I'm
uses,
not even on it.
I hate that. I'm not a big fan because there is like it doesn't send you notifications like it's just an email. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, I have notifications on where it'll just throw the little badge up, but like I don't know. I feel like if it's something more important, like hey, your son's football practice is canceled because of lightning, you need to come get them. And then like all I see is an email. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't check my emails like I do my text messages, but that's just me being a crotchety old fuck.
Well, you are.
Got some ice water there?
And lemon juice, yeah.
Oh, is it helping?
No.
I drank a bottle of wine.
My feet are freezing.
Oh, you ain't got no shoes on.
Hey, by the way, I ran into our buddy Corky.
Yeah. Hey, Bubby.
He's been a little quiet, but he still listens, and he's out spreading the word. He said he's been getting some new folks onto the show, and absolutely loves it. But in true Corky and I fashion, we stood in the hallway and talked for like 35, 40 minutes. But it was good to see you, Corky. He's a busy man.
Miss you, Bubby.
He's a busy man. He needs to get out to the lounge here for recording. I mean, he's, probably Brado don't listen to this part. One of our top super fans, and
You know who else I invited out to come watch a show soon?
who's that?
Or maybe join us? Brother Arlo. Got texting him the other day.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had sent us
those
some
AI
pretty
Oh,
damn-
yeah. yeah, that is. He a master of the AI.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
So
all
hopefully
of
we
us.
get him out here in 2026 for season
Yeah.
4. Maybe we'll mic him up and let him.
Yeah.
Catch us up
I
on
had
live.
some questions about who Candy with an Eye was.
Mm-hmm.
There
A
was
lot
some
of
questions with Candy with an Eye, and I was like, "What was Candy with an Eye?" And they're like, "There's no way you found somebody with a Candy with an Eye to come to the show
She's a
randomly."
stripper.
I feel like Mrs. Candy with an Eye doesn't want us saying that
No, probably not.
because
But-
it's not true.
Not true at all. But no, it is. We appreciate all those that spread the good word. And Corky's like, for 3 idiots, you guys have a really, really good show. So
Yeah, hell yeah.
it's
we
very,
try. Appreciate
very
that.
Appreciate
supportive of- But and he always led with, "Hey, you're Esquire. You look pretty thin." And the guy's just a natural salesman. I
Yeah.
mean, he wasn't even selling anything.
He gets
for
you
me
in the
there,
sack
but,
right away.
He does it. So, all right, fellas. So here's what I was wondering about:
Ooh, tell me.
prices. We're talking about prices. So I was grocery shopping today, and this kind of goes into a lot of things. But how, and obviously it can go because we mentioned the IU thing and playing for national championship and tickets being like $3,500 a piece.
For the shittiest tickets you can get.
But like when it comes to prices of items that you call a necessity, how closely do you look at or consider pricing of an item?
So I don't like gasoline. I used to watch the price of gas. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Gotta have it. I just go up there. I try not to pay attention, pay what it is, and go because I have to have it. But just a week and a half ago or so, sometime over one of those long weekends, I was going to make breakfast. So I got my coffee going. The whole family was still asleep, and I went down to the newest edition of our neighborhood to the Dollar General, and I was going to get a half gallon of OJ so I could have a screwdriver. And it was like $9 for a gallon. Like it was a lot. And I was like, well, shit. Guess I'll just have a Busch Light. And I fucking laughed without my OJ because I just couldn't bring myself to pay $9 for a bunch of, raped and pillaged oranges.
That wasn't even real oranges.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the most self-incriminating topics that you could have ever involved me in. Because I get in trouble about this a lot.
Well, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. It's just something that it's like my kryptonite. It's like my Achilles heel.
Uh-huh.
I just grocery shop. Like I just get shit that I need. And I'm not a big name brand guy at all. to a certain extent. Most of the time, if I'm getting, I usually only try to only grocery shop at More for Less. And our family brand products are really pretty good.
Yeah.
For being like an off
Generic.
a generic or an off brand.
Private label is what they call it in the business.
Okay, right. But like, I only buy Prairie Farms milk.
See, and this is where you and I have had this conversation
I
before.
only buy Prairie Farms milk. I only buy Daisy sour cream. I only buy like Jack's frozen pizzas.
Some would say Jacks are trash anyways.
That's okay. They can
So
go.
we had for
they
supper
can
tonight.
go pound sand. But like, I buy what I buy.
Now, Jenna was telling me
it
that
doesn't matter if the price, and I don't know if the price fluctuates or not. I really don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Just like I only buy gas at Quaco, I think.
oh, I
Quicko?
like Quicko.
Quicko or
Quality you can count on.
Yeah, like
And it was only 2 cents cheaper actually today when I filled up
right. So like I
versus
only
in town.
I
But
only-
usually they're almost a dime.
or more.
Yeah.
Now, see, I'll still go to. So Quicko started after all the Sunoco's in the county sold out. They used to all be owned by the same group.
Ackerman.
They still fuel up, I think, by Ackerman. So I'll still go to Sunoco's and then Quicko's. So I kind of keep in the family name there.
Yeah.
Well, today we go through a lot of milk in our household.
Purple Elephant.
We go through a ton of milk in our household.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably 2-3 gallons depending on, we have a good stretch. We're
A
at
day?
home a week.
Oh, Jenna buys about 5 gallons a week.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we're definitely
So-
more than 2 gallons.
So, and this is where, and I'm going to take some flack from our friends at Prairie Farms, and I buy Prairie Farm.
it's all corporate anyway.
I buy Prairie Farm butter. I buy Prairie Farm cottage cheese.
You don't buy Kerrygold?
No, it's too fancy for me.
Yeah, it is. That shit's expensive.
But
Get it at Sam. Are you a Sam's guy?
oh yeah,
Member's Mark Butter's pretty good.
Yeah.
You can buy 5 pounds at a time.
sometimes I do the Land Lando Lakes
Lakes.
with the butter, but
It was a lot better when it had the Indian on the box.
yeah. But
Here's a doll.
like I pretty much for the most part know the milk prices within the area. Now I have a theory that this Holland the Dollar General closest to us, a little bit of a price gouge there.
Yeah.
Big price gouge. Because if you go in there, because Janelle bought milk there the other day, and the one in Huntingburg you can usually get for about $2.96, and she said, or $2.90, right around that vein. She bought up there for like $3.09, $3.16.
And they don't sell.
Now, Jenna was.
They only sell Clover Valley. milk.
Yeah.
Now,
They don't.
Jenna
They
was.
don't sell Prairie Farms up here
No,
at all. I just bought a half gallon 30 minutes ago.
Brother Dave.
So Jenna was telling me that
What'd she say?
Tell us what Jenna said.
What did Jenna say?
Tell
she
us.
works with somebody, and she said that she only buys Holland Dairy milk. And Jenna's like, yeah, I like Prairie Farms too. She's like, well, no, Holland Dairy makes more than Prairie Farms. And she told her that there's a code,
Yep. Plan 18.
but you look at that, and she's like, there's all sorts of brands. She was like, it could even be, you'd be surprised. You go out there, and there's a lot that comes out of Holland Dairy. She's like, so I don't necessarily say I'm just
Well,
Prairie
it's not.
Farms.
It's not
but
Holland Dairy anymore.
Well,
It hasn't
that's
been
what
Holland
she
Dairy.
calls it.
It's Plan 18. Like, they have a plant number by the expiration date that's
Yeah.
stamped on there. And if it says PT 18 dash whatever, that's where it's bottled.
So will you buy anything from Holland or just Prairie Farms?
I don't know what you mean.
Is all Prairie Farms milk coming
There's
from Holland?
other brands that come from Holland that aren't Prairie Farms.
Yes.
Like what?
I don't know. You'd have to see that PT18 on it, but Jenna didn't get into those details. But
Like,
she's-
I mean, what other, like Dean's, what other milk is there?
Clover Valley, you get like Meyer brand. You can get there at the IGA that they sell for milk.
maybe that's worth a Google. What does Plan 18 produce dairy products? Well, it sounds like it's more than just Prairie Farms.
Well, but a lot of those places, if they have excess milk and they've met the demand that they need to make for Prairie Farms under the Prairie Farms label, but that's
Yeah.
that's the whole members.
I think
mark
like
thing.
Great Value might be one of them. So you get that Walmart milk, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's Walmart milk." I think that Holland makes some of that.
Well, and that's where my wife has been very much like, it's those big brands that have extra milk that bottle for these people, or they have a contract with Great Value, and you just don't pay that extra price.
But I think you can look at the bottle and know that it came from.
Yeah. So I bought milk at Meijer on the north side for $2.04 a gallon. And like my thought of it is when you're not going to get it anywhere for $5 a Prairie Farm jug, like it's, you're saving $3 to $9 a week, depending on what you got going
Go down
on.
to Raj's and buy it for $6.50.
Yeah, but it's not too.
No, I mean your beaver.
Yeah.
Beaver. Your beaver?
You'd be a silly butt to do that.
Yeah.
Because they're open literally almost the same hours now.
But the IGA is like
Full disclosure. Sorry.
IGA is like $2.80, $2.90 a gallon. That Southside Dollar General, you could usually get it around $2.96.
You do a lot of cost analysis on that?
No, it's just
But I
that's
guess
why
when you buy a shit, ton
that's
of
where
it,
this topic came up, because I was sitting there and I was like, I used to not, like my mom, God bless her soul, like she, they get the weekly flyers and they know where the prices were here and the prices were there. And, she'd go to More for Less for her veggies. She'd go to Holiday Foods for this, or she'd go to IGA for that. And we do, we go to More for Less a lot. We shop and get a lot there, but we also, like when we're doing our normal shopping, we'll make that Sam's Club Meijer trip and we'll get, buy in bulk with a lot of things.
So Sam's, the Members Mark brand, I don't know.
Sam's
That was the bottle of wine I drank tonight.
little Members Mark Vino.
Merlot.
But see, and they'll tell you that like, when they do their own whiskeys and their own vodkas, like that's made by,
The brands you've heard of.
yeah. People don't realize that a lot of the bourbon you drink is produced right there in Lawrenceburg, and then just goes to these other places, and they're put in their barrels and to sit, but to age. But yeah, it's kind of one of those deals where the prices of it, and it was like ground beef. Ground beef prices are high, and our friends over there at Merkley
It's going to be expensive this year to butcher.
had a
God, we're doing it.
had a ground beef sale on, and it was
What was it a pound?
if you bought one
$6.50.
bag, it was $54. One 10-pound bag, if you bought 3 or more, it was $51. So you're looking at $5.10 or $5.40, a pound. But it's just those little things.
Yeah, we. I wish we could do it, and I wish I had more time to do it. But man, like chickens, when we did those chickens that one time, I obviously didn't feed them hard enough, and I got a lot of scrutiny from a guy over in St. Henry that's no longer with us anymore. R.I.P. God bless you, Pater. But he was giving me all kinds of shit when I was doing these meat birds, and I took him the smallest one I could find, and I was like, man, I got you the best one of the flock here, and that motherfucker wasn't much bigger than a fucking pigeon.
Well,
Like a quail. And I said, here you go, Pat.
but here's the other thing too. Like if you raise your own chickens for what you have in it, or feed and all that other stuff, do you really come out that far ahead?
So I'm not going to name him, but a friend of the program, very close friend of our
Go ahead and describe
of
it
our
to where we know
program
to a T.
was talking to us the other day, and he said, boys, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. He said, we don't butcher to save money, like in the grand scheme of things.
No, you do it because it's tradition.
You butcher because you want to pass down these things to your kids. It's community involvement. Like I couldn't go to a butchering that was going on over, south of Huntingburg because I was sick and I didn't want to get over there and flew up that whole thing, But
So you do it to Dave and I.
you guys are closer, and I never had a fever, but
You
anyway.
don't.
But what I'm saying is, he's like, you just go to these people's butcherings because that's just what you do when you live around here. He said, we're not doing this to save shit tons of money because. Did you hear that? Yeah. What was that?
He unplugged his mic.
Oh. But if you do it, if you wanted to just do it to save money, then you would just go to the damn meat plant and buy it in bulk. And then it would be cheaper to do it that way, and you wouldn't have to slice your knuckles up and bust your ass for 2 days in a row. You know what I mean? You just do it to do it. But I'm not. I can't. I don't. I should do it a lot more than I do because I am not a budget-minded shopper at all. and I screw up a lot, as far as like the food budget and the grocery budget goes, because I mean at least that's what my wife tells me. But like the name brand stuff and all that shit don't really care about. But
What about Cheez-Its?
yeah, well, I bought Full Throttle.
I didn't know if that was because that was all available or that's one of the ones you got.
No, they had the toasted cheese flavored crackers at the Clover Valley brand, but
Clover Valley.
Well, but we've talked about buying generic versus not on some things.
we have.
But
There's-
my thing, but if you looked at it, that box of Clover Valley versus the Cheez-Its is what, $1 difference maybe?
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you look at some of that name brand,
No, I did buy
private label.
I bought knockoff Doritos or Oreos, and I bought knockoff milk because that's all they had.
But I mean, the difference in price on some of that, maybe on some of those items like that, are maybe $1 or $2 difference. But I don't know.
They thought I was on my period when I showed up because I had Cheez-Its, hot and spicy Cheez-Its, knockoff Oreos, and a half gallon of milk. That's
Yeah.
what I brought today.
But some of that stuff is just like you need it, so you just buy it. The
Yeah.
price is what it's going to be.
right.
But I don't know.
Going to that IU game, when we're talking about this price stuff, okay, so this is the God's honest truth. Would you rather play in front of a sold out crowd for a $500 ticket and get more people to buy them, or an $800 ticket for more people to buy them, as opposed to trying to fatten your pockets and sell them for $3,700 a piece?
But they're going to sell out at $3,700.
You think they really will?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That is, it's the supply and demand of it. And I just saw, I guess,
And now with the NIL stuff, I bet they're going to make money either way just because they got to that game.
yeah, and Morgan Whalen has another tour coming out. I'm sure
Taylor Swift.
I'm sure our girl Natalie's probably all excited.
She probably already got her tickets.
Probably already got her tickets, but they were talking about floor seats behind the pit, which generally aren't great seats because the pit is standing in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you're going to stand the entire time, you got ass cheeks in your face, which if it's somebody
May
that's
not be
attractive, it might not be a bad thing.
May not be a bad deal.
But that
Even
ticket,
hot girls fart, you know what I mean?
yeah, that ticket was $1,200.
that seat right there, upper level, section 342, row 30, seat 6. It's a verified resale. That means the ticket's already bought.
So it's the price is jacked up though.
2 tickets, subtotal $7,130.
Yeah. I just
Grant Finland, my brother-in-law, said that we should have bought tickets to the Natty at least 2 months ago, because he said like that's what they did. He said when he took Grace to the Final Four last year, and they bought him. He said he bought him with 2 weeks left of the regular season, and paid like $600 or $700 a ticket for the Final Four, which included the semifinal and the national championship.
But and the thing of it is people that do that are the same ones that turn around. And I'm not saying it in a bad way.
If your team doesn't make it,
your team doesn't make it, you just sell it anyways.
You sell it for triple what you paid.
what you get. And so that's the thing with these. You can do that, take that chance. You can book your hotel, do all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Your team doesn't make it, you just bow out. But it's
Friend of the program, Ross Foose, was telling me that, and he didn't tell me this directly. It was from another friend, but he said that what they paid for their Rose Bowl ticket, where they were sitting, they paid, let's just say for conversation's sake, they paid $500 for their seats. The day of the Rose Bowl, the same seats in the same section just down the bleacher from them was selling for $180 a piece,
yeah.
just to try to get asses in seats.
Yeah, because
But that's the gamble that you have to take.
yeah, and you may not be able to get some of those, or
yeah.
you get a guy that has, because of the way the tickets world work, and if they're not like a direct sell or verified, and somebody's printed out a barcode, and you go to you buy it, and then you go to sorry,
Doesn't work.
You're out of it. But
Right.
the world of the ticket scalper is probably dead a lot.
I would
to
say.
technology,
Yeah.
but
Because those, you remember walking down the streets of St. Louis as a kid, and You got the
Yeah,
10 or 15 different black dudes standing out there with an old beer box cut off that says "Need tickets?" ?
Yeah,
and he's got a whole fan full of them.
Yeah, and however he's gotten them. Yeah. I don't know. It's just it's the same thing like the Super Bowl, and it's
oh my god.
And what it is these prices aren't for your average everyday fan of the program.
Yeah.
They are corporate
hedge fund.
It is corporate corporate ticket sales.
Schmoozers, man.
And so like if you were a season ticket holder for IU and you had so many points with them based on what you donate and et cetera, whatever you did, you could get tickets at a reasonable price.
Right.
But that also reflects because the school gets it a lot.
You've already spent $20,000 through the season
that you've donated and you've done everything else.
Season tickets.
Yeah, I don't know. And for me, this is how I look at it. I watched IU go belt to ass on Oregon at a bar in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh yeah,
with a couple other Hoosier fans, some good people. Watched the game, drank beer that was probably a third of the price of what it was there.
A third L,
if not more. But had just as good a time.
Yeah.
But if I was going to go spend $3,500, I know for $500 more, I could go have a 4-day golf package down at Pinehurst.
Yep.
And I'd rather go do that.
Yeah.
Because I hate crowds. I hate being shoulder to shoulder. And I get it. It's the experience and it's all this and it's all that. And I'm not an IU alumnus. I'm not an IU fan. If it's good for Indiana.
Biggest alumni network in the nation.
Well, they got 60,000 kids up there, if not more.
That's a pretty cool thing. You know what I mean? Like their biggest alumni thing in the whole.
Viv went to IU.
Yeah, my
Grandma
wife.
Viv. Yeah, she went probably when they still had oil lanterns for the classrooms.
I don't know. She lived in a sorority house. They weren't allowed to have alcohol. They had to do chores to be able to.
Grandma Viv's a sorority girl. I knew there was something about her.
Cinderella.
But look at Oregon. Oregon didn't travel very well because they had just played there.
That's what Justine said. I said, my God, look at the Red Army. Like the whole stands are red. She goes, yeah, you can drive to Atlanta from Indiana.
6-hour drive.
But you cannot drive from fucking Oregon to Atlanta.
Yeah, and that's what, I mean, it is what it is.
Good point, but I would drive from Oregon.
Yeah, it is. The prices.
I mean, I would drive
I'm going to the
Oregon.
game. Dave, it's only Monday. Yep, well, I'm driving.
Yeah.
Gonna get there.
Yep. Friend of the program, James Hof, he had it all set up down there.
Yeah, big tailgate, everything.
Camper, the whole works.
Yeah.
Now, he says he's going to Miami.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, that's what I said. Good for you, Jimmy. I'm not going.
18-hour drive. That'd be a haul across there. But I guess that's where in the price conversation of things, everybody has something that it's an analysis of what are you okay
value.
with or what you want to do.
And the
or
internet
what that
and the internet's a buzz, like the John Q. blue collar IU fans are like, oh, I cannot believe that anybody would sell their tickets for that much. That's bullshit. They're making it impossible for a guy like me or you to go to the game. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because they don't want us there. They want us beer drinking idiots to stay at home and drink beer at home.
Or you go down there for the atmosphere and the event of it, and you find a bar down there to drink around.
Yeah, like the Super Bowl when it was up in Indy. Like how many people did you know that went to Indy for the Super Bowl and just you don't go to the game?
You go to the fan fest and everything
you go
else.
To the fan fest and the conventions and you see all the people walking around and you bump into this guy and that guy. I mean, it's just an experience.
So here's a question as I'm wandering through this. And this is the last thing, and then we can take a quick pause for the cause and see what Dave has to say about physical media. What would be one event?
Way to spoil it.
What would be one event that, regardless of the ticket price, you would go to?
I'd definitely want to go to the Super Bowl if the Vikings made it and take my dad and my brother. Like I would, if I just dug up a genie in a bottle and could get endless amounts of money. And it didn't matter.
Well, that's not real.
Right.
That'll never happen.
I think if I could just snap my hands and fingers and all of a sudden I had 3 tickets or however many tickets, to take my wife. And I know my mom wouldn't want to go, but I'd still drag her along.
Yeah.
But yeah, take my parents and my brother and my wife, maybe my kids if I'm going after it. Probably my kids.
Podcast money.
Yeah, but I would if the Vikings ever made it to the Super Bowl, I'd probably try to do that. That would be it probably.
Current iteration probably won't.
No.
Brother Dave, what about you?
There's nothing
because you're not a sports guy.
One of those Holocaust. Yikes.
Oh,
One of those hologram concerts of like Tupac and George Jones.
But if it was a hologram, I would just watch it from the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Next time,
Like maybe if I
Kid
could
Rock
go,
goes on tour, I'll get tickets to that.
I was gonna say Kid Rock or Jelly Roll, but it wouldn't be just a show. I'd have to have like some.
The VIP experience.
Like I feel like if I could sit down for 10 or 15 minutes with one of those two cats, I'd probably be good.
You'd find out that they're just like every other artist, and
Probably
it's all
find out
about
they're just like me, and we'd hang out a lot. That's
Yeah.
what would happen.
never meet your heroes, Dave.
Yeah,
It's a saying for a reason.
What about you, man?
A couple come to mind because I almost pulled the trigger when the Cubs won the World Series in 2016. That would be one. Bears in the Super Bowl. Maybe. I mean, my Cubs fandom is a lot deeper than my Bears fandom.
OAR at Red Rocks.
There'd probably be a bunch I'd want to see at Red Rocks. OAR would be on that
Humphreys
list.
McGee. I seen a thing show up on my Facebook of Humphreys McGee and all this shit, and I thought I was this close to fucking tagging you in.
Yeah, not a chance on that. And then I would say probably the biggest one would be if I could get a 4-day pass to Augusta
Masters. Yeah.
and the Masters.
That would be neat.
That's what I would do.
I'd eat my weight in pimento cheese sandwiches. And for like $1, like $4. That's so crazy.
I
to
need
me.
35 pimento cheese sandwiches.
Prices. Now there's something that's absolutely amazing.
I tell you what, it is.
That's insane
It is
how
they
they do
paid
that.
for it with the cost of admission.
Well, sure, but
Yeah.
damn,
Well, some of those tickets though are a raffle.
yeah.
Like there's a lottery.
Yeah,
I've
there's
not won it.
Justine's great uncle. He's been, I don't know what day he's been, but he's been several times.
My older brother.
I don't
Chris
know,
has been.
several. He's been before it.
Older brother Chris has been. I don't know. It would be fun. It would be an interesting thing to do, and I don't know.
Just to see the grounds would be awesome.
Yeah.
I bet when the Dutchmen meet the President of the United States, that'd be something that folks would want to.
You guys are some huge freaking guys.
And you guys tell jokes? We do, yes.
Cereal. No, I did the damn cereal crusher. you remember?
Cereal crushed by some
huge
huge fucking guy.
Have you remember Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
They find the guys in the alley.
Yeah.
Dave said that the other day.
Well-
oh, great theory. Now we got a cereal crusher.
It would, probably we are a media company.
Yeah.
We are legitimate.
We could get press passes.
We got to talk to our buddy Curdy G on how we can flex the muscle on some of that
I'm down. Let's go.
media. So could you imagine being at a briefing with the president when he talks to like podcasters and stuff? He said he was going to. They were going to allow different media into the press room. Yeah, we got a question in the back from the Wondering Dutchman.
Melena, she an innie or an outie?
Hey, don't mean to get too personal here,
Melania,
Doc.
yeah, not to get too personal here, but what's Donnie? Is Donnie's dick as little as it was on South Park, or is that just not real?
Hey, Don, you ever think about having a couple beers with the boys? All the time. We're your guys. And then we get escorted out by Secret Service. Never heard of it.
That'd be a good episode.
Get these fat bastards out of here.
Yeah. We got 3 fat bastards in the back.
Oh, it'd be like this. It'd be like this. Get these fat fucks out of here.
They won't run. You don't have to hurry.
They actually are back there eating the free snacks in the hospitality room. Oh, shit. All right, we're going to
Take a
take a
break.
quick pause for the cause. We'll be right back. And we're back, Brother Dave.
So, I guess bringing the story full circle, real time on Tuesday, Lights by Logan are going to come over and they're going to undo all my Christmas lights, take them all down and get them all bundled up for me. But they came shortly after Thanksgiving. I don't remember when it was, but I slept in because I drank too much the night before. They were coming in, and I was scrambling to find the Christmas lights to set out for them to put up. But when I did that, I climbed up in the attic, thinking maybe I stuck them up there. And I come across a box, pretty nice sized box. So it used to be, and I'm sure it's the same thing now, but back before the streaming services, Tuesdays are when new movies are released for purchase. Mm-hmm. And Jenna thought I was crazy. Jenna's family wasn't big movie watchers. My family, I guess we were. We didn't go to the movies, but, we knew it was New Movie Tuesday. So I just always bought a new movie on Tuesday. There's always something to watch. So I've got DVDs and Blu-rays falling out of my ass, and they're just all in a box upstairs because what the fuck do you need them for anymore? And when I was doing all this, and getting the lounge all prettied up, I had 4 or 5 cases of CDs that I had gone through, and I put them all on a computer. They're on a hard drive, and I threw them bitches away because I've been sitting on them long enough. But it got me thinking, do you think people still buy physical media anymore? Blu-rays, DVDs,
100%.
CDs? Yeah.
That's why they still sell them.
I mean, I see them at Dollar General, but I guess I haven't been, we talked about it a few weeks ago. I don't really go in stores anymore. Since COVID, I just do the online pickup so I don't have to deal with people.
Yeah, I would say that there's 100%, they're still produced, but they're not produced in number that they once were. But I mean, I still think you see it. I mean, but even some things come back. Like, for instance, a lot of people, they will buy vinyl records.
I'm one of those guys.
Mm-hmm. So
big vinyl record.
I mean, so
collection.
you're still participating in the purchase of physical media. Now, me personally, I can't tell you the last time I bought a movie or a CD or a vinyl or anything like that. So it's just like anything else. There's still people that, as technology advances and gets better, it still hangs around for a while. You used to be able to buy DVD, VCR combos. Now you don't see that as much. You just see DVD players.
Do you have any VCR tapes in your house?
Not in our house, but I know Papa Frank does. That were ours as kids and different things like that.
I think the only ones I still have for sure in the house is I've got the original Star Wars trilogy. I've got that on VHS. I've got the 6 movies on Blu-ray. Then the Indiana Jones collection, the Oceans collection on DVD. But I mean, I got them all, but those are the ones that I keep, still out of the attic.
And I would say that that's where you probably see a lot of it is people that collect, that create, that have these collector items, these box sets.
So that's what
I'm
sitting here trying to Google, which I don't really remember what the website was, but a friend of mine that I used to work with, lives relatively close to here, has I don't know the number, but it's a lot, thousands of physical DVDs and Blu-rays and all of them, to the extent of like those giant built-ins, like in the basement, where each one will pull out, and there'll be like 500 to 600 DVDs per shelf, like one of those. You know what I'm talking about?
Or like a rack shelf.
Sort of like that, but I'm talking like bajillions of them, right? I don't have that many. I've got I probably have enough DVDs to fill up 1 or 2 of these Rubbermaid totes that's under the pool table here. But I participated in New Movie Tuesdays a lot whenever I was working night shift, and a buddy, Tyler Rainey, and I would go over to Walmart on Tuesdays. Tuesday, I guess it had to have been Tuesdays, and we would try to pick up a new one, or a couple new ones each time we would go over there, because you could buy a new movie for what, $30?
Yep. And now to get one on, so I'll buy movies now on Prime now. It used to be on the Xbox, Microsoft. You could buy them, but they stopped doing that 8 months ago. But you rent like a theater at home movie or whatever they started doing when COVID happened. It's like $20, so you can just buy the damn thing for $30. So I'd do that. But I remember when I was living in Brazil,
it'll always be tied to your Amazon account.
That and the Movies Anywhere account that you can use on iPhone. Not all of them work there. Like there's a couple production houses that don't honor that. But yeah.
Well, and I think that's the other thing too. Not everything that you may want is on a streaming service.
Yeah.
Well, I've been trying to find Sling Blade. You can't get it anywhere. I don't think I've ever seen the movie all the way through. Yep, and you can't find it. Nobody. It's not for sale. You can find some physical copies of it on eBay, but it's way up there. But there's no streaming service that you can buy it from right now. Hasn't
Well-
been for the last 2 years
Well, and
Can't buy it, or you can't even watch it.
either.
well, whoever buys the rights, it's kind of similar to Charlie Brown Christmas was bought by Apple, and you took a classic that was shown like the claymations every year, and Apple owns it now. So people with the holiday season, they'll go look it up on Amazon, for instance, and they'll rent it or buy it, rent it from Apple TV just to have it. But whoever owns the rights to those things, whoever bought those rights, they're very selective in what they do and how they hold on to it and go from there.
I remember way back in the day, I was living in Brazil, and I'd go to Best Buy every once in a while, just, window shopping more or less, I guess you'd call it. And you remember the movie Machete? Did you ever hear of that? It had Danny Trejo.
Machete.
So that was coming out to Blu-ray, and I knew the release date. I was waiting for that new movie Tuesday, and I was out on like a Thursday because when I was working at Sony, my fourth day was they would give you 40 hours. It wasn't considered overtime, but you only had a 3-day schedule. If you wanted to work a 5.5-hour shift to finish your 40, they wouldn't deny it to you, and it wasn't overtime, so you didn't have to. Overtime only happens certain times. But anyway, so I'd worked a 5.5-hour day, left, went to Best Buy just because I was in Terre Haute already. And I was walking out, and I seen Machete in the checkout aisle. I'm like, what the shit? And I asked the guy, I was like, hey, is this is a movie? She's like, well, it's in your hand, isn't it? Okay. And I put it on the counter, and she rang me up. And I left, and I zipped back home to Brazil, and I put it in the Blu-ray player, and it started up. And I took a picture of it, and I tagged Quentin Tarantino in it on Twitter. I said, 6 days early from Best Buy in Terre Haute, bitch. Yeah, because it wasn't out yet. It wasn't supposed to come out until the following week. And
I wonder why it did.
So when I was working at Sony, like I remember us printing or
Well, did Quentin
producing-
respond?
No.
Okay.
We were producing the Blu-ray 6-disc set of Star Wars 8 months before it ever released.
Yeah, I mean, they have somebody in the back room
Screwed up and just
screwed
put
up,
it out.
put it out there.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
how that happened.
That happened to us on a basketball goal pickup here the other week.
Wasn't there, huh?
No. They sold it.
Has the other one come in yet?
No.
They sold it. They sold it twice, huh?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Well,
Excellent
you
marketing.
come out ahead on that one.
We did.
But no, I mean, I would say it would be interesting to see.
I bet the people that buy physical CDs, like music, is considerably less
That's got to be dying.
than DVDs and movies.
When I was working at Sony, that used to be their main bread and butter, and then we were on the DVDs and Blu-rays. The CD portion of it then back in 2011.
If you buy a
very
brand new
small.
car nowadays, do they even have a CD player?
My truck doesn't.
Yeah. Like, do they have, like, if you buy a vehicle now, like a van or a Tahoe or something, do they even have rear entertainment, like with DVD players?
I'll tell you in the next month.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if that's even a thing anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think those new, saw a fairly new Tahoe that I think it automatically just comes with it.
But does it have a disc player, as you're saying?
That part I haven't seen. You just see the screens when they drive by and the headrest. Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting to know how they still do those. But I mean, they stay up with the times, and that's just because the way they do it. This is the thought. We're going to put the product out.
I can't tell you the last time I've actually watched a DVD. God, it's been years. You know what I mean?
So when I bought I don't know what the latest gen of Xbox is, but it's in the house. And I've had it for 5 or 6 years. But when I bought it, you could pay a different amount to have a disc player in it.
Yeah.
And I bought it with that so I could watch Star Wars.
Yeah, Max's PS5 is a disc version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because those games now for that, you just buy them
It's all online.
online.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, You know what they say.
Which, by the way, did you know when you buy, like Fortnite, and a lot of those games are like free to play?
So they are, unless you want to play online with your buddies.
No, that's still free with PS5.
So Fortnite is. Jen and I just had this conversation.
Max got NBA 2K26 for PlayStation, and he has to buy PlayStation Plus to play that game.
So when I bought this latest Xbox I'm talking about, I started paying for
Xbox Gold.
Game Pass Ultimate. And there's probably 300 games on there at any given time that are free to play and download. It's not all of them, but it's most of them.
Right.
But for most of the multiplayer games, shy of Fortnite and like Roblox and Minecraft, you have to have that Game Pass to be able to play online.
Right.
And the reason we're talking about it is it used to be like $20 a month. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, the kids want 2 games a year each because it's a family pass.
Right.
I was like, so it'll pay for itself. But it's like $40 now. But I did see that the new gen of Xbox coming out is going to be Windows based. It's not going to be what you're expecting. It's going to pop up, be more of a PC console, I guess. But they're getting rid of Game Pass when that comes out, and you don't have to have it for online play.
Interesting. Yeah, we don't have any of that stuff.
Yet.
Well, I mean, like I don't either. Like I haven't. I always said that if they made the new NCAA football game,
And they did.
I would buy. And then I realized, when do I have time?
I try to play video games sometimes. I don't have the attention span or desire. I just as soon read my book anymore.
Well, you're getting old, Dave. You're on that back slope before.
Max got this sweet ass.
Curved monitor.
Oh yeah. He's fucking.
Yeah.
He's in it.
He shows up to Southside Park, and he's going to fuck around and find out, and that curved monitor will be in my house.
Yeah.
Hey, what's Coach Lindemann doing down here? Your curved monitor's going out, son.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
It's going with him.
Until you can get some shit figured
Gotta
out.
Earn it back.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be fun.
Here we go.
Be exciting. Hey, it's now time for Brado's 3 Big Things, brought to you by our friends at Merkley and Sons.
The month of giving thanks is upon us, and so is one of our favorite holidays, Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving, consider stopping by Merkley and Sons to see what they have to offer. We promise you won't find a butterball in their shop. Whether it's one of their famous smoked turkeys or turkey rolls, you can't go wrong. If you're looking to go away from turkeys, well, you know the fellas over there at Merkley and Sons, they've got you covered on that too.
All right, from our buddy Brado here, a fish sells for a record $3.2 million.
Oh, that tuna in China.
This massive bluefin tuna fetched a record $3.2 million at Japan's Toyoso market auction. Curious, are the Dutchmen seafood fans? If so, what is your favorite dish from the sea to eat?
You know, I'm a big sushi guy.
Yeah, you are.
Probably not real sushi, but like California rolls, Philadelphia rolls. I don't go for fried rolls, but I think those ones that I regularly eat are cooked somewhat.
Yeah, they are. They are 100%. So that's it.
Did you see him?
Shrimps. I mean, like
Shrimps.
a
Did you see
cocktail
him?
shrimp.
Did you see them carting that fish through the market?
Pretty good size.
Fuck yeah! I mean, like it had like its own shrine. They had all kinds of flags and hoopla and all kinds
Hoopla.
of big deal. There.
What they don't realize is whenever they had that big tsunami over in Japan that leaked all that radioactive, that's how this sucker got so big.
The wicked pisser.
Yeah. So, but I mean, that big deep sea fishing like that, like I think like Michael Jordan, the famed basketball player, I think he's got a big old boat out of like Mexico and they go do that stuff. Like
I love
shrimp.
tuna.
Like bag tuna
Well, either
or canned.
all of it.
Me
Yeah,
too.
but this isn't
on
like that
crackers.
kind of
No. Like the tuna steaks, the big bluefin or yellowfin.
Oh, you like it
God.
where they sear it and then it's cold on the inside?
I would
Disgusting.
probably like.
Sashimi.
It's disgusting to me.
No, I didn't. I don't like oysters. Come find out. And I like fried fish, but I would probably try it.
You never grew up eating your own boogers, did you?
I feel like I shouldn't admit or decline that.
It builds your immune system.
That's right.
Build your immune system.
I can tell you, I don't remember the last time I ate a booger.
Just probably on my way. Build your immune system. I'm telling you. When it comes to seafood,
Healthy as a horse.
I don't get too wild into the sushi stuff, like the raw stuff, but I'll do the, some of the others that are more tame for my taste buds. But I do like the full gauntlet of. Now I won't.
Nips are sticking out. It's getting cold.
It's chilly in here. The oysters raw, not my cup of tea. But you steam them bad boys, or you kind of broil them and put some cheese. Yeah, I like them like that.
Rockefeller.
But I get into the grouper and the shrimp and.
Oh, I did have a grouper once I liked. We caught a shark once and cooked that, and that was real good.
Yeah, shark I can see. Alligator, that's not necessarily seafood, but
chicken.
it's not too bad. Nicolas Maduro. Ousted Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro and his wife pleaded not guilty to drug and weapons charges Monday in their first court appearance since being captured by U.S. forces in Caracas. At a New York City courthouse, Maduro insisted, "I am still president of my country." From Brado, I'm going to guess this has already come up on the show today. He would be wrong, but couldn't not put it in the headlines for you guys. Thoughts? Oh, we're not a geopolitical podcast.
Yeah, I was hoping we're going down to the Caribbean here in a few weeks, and that was going to be one of my excursions because they had a pretty hefty bounty on that guy's head. Guess that's out.
Yeah.
Other than that, I did read something where there are witness accounts that the United States military used some sonic weapon
Yeah, saw that.
that immobilized like
A lot of
everybody within a pretty large radius, and I'm
Yeah.
curious to hear more about that. That's pretty cool.
yeah, big fella.
I was just trying to look up. I think they said the Spec Ops guys were listening to Chief Keef.
Yeah, Love Sousa or whatever.
They were listening to Chief Keef when they took him down, which is hilarious.
Tells you well, but for those guys, they've trained this for 12 hours a day for weeks on end. They could do it in their sleep, and obviously went in. I mean, we aren't a big geopolitical podcast. Not going to get into a whole lot. The flex of the United States military. That's why it's probably one of the biggest budget items every year that our tax dollars go to. Because there's no telling how many millions of dollars that operation cost. But I read an article, and I don't know if it was true or satire, but he was very surprised all the rights granted to him in this trial because they don't do it that way in Venezuela.
Right.
So he was shocked that you mean I have a right to an attorney, or I have all these other things.
The things that kind of gives you the willies is all the stuff that Putin's talking about and the Chinese and all that, like give him back or.
It's all built on a house of cards.
You're right.
Well, because it's a geopolitical play in the Western Hemisphere that affects those two greatly.
Yeah.
Because guess where all of the Venezuelan oil was going? And that's a tough spot for them. 7 wonders of the world. A blizzard stranded hundreds of trekkers on Mount Everest over the weekend as heavy snow pummeled the Himalayas. Around 350 people have been safely evacuated, but more than 200 others are still awaiting rescue. Everest, huh? Got me thinking. If the Dutchman could choose one of the wonders of the world to visit, where would it be? Everest, pyramids, Great Wall, Machu Picchu, Taj Mahal, Christ the Redeemer, Colosseum. That's nice of them to list all those there for us.
Good, because I didn't remember them. I would say
I'd like to go to Giza.
pyramids as long as I had unprecedented access.
Oh, I want to ride a camel.
It better be a big fucking camel.
Or bastard. Oh, or whatever noises they make.
Yeah, they can be mean.
I'd like to go to that. Is it Machu Picchu or is it Chichen Itza?
Machu Picchu.
Yeah. I'd like to go to the Great Wall of China.
Let's see here.
Be neat.
I think out of all of those, we'll see. So they have the Great Wall, Christ the Redeemer. No, they have Chichen Itza,
Yeah.
Petra, Jordan, Machu Picchu, the Roman Colosseum, the Taj Mahal. This is just a quick Google search. I think going to those that would be more exotic would be better.
Yeah.
Like anybody can go to the Great Wall.
Right.
Book your ticket to China, go. But I don't know. In the end, they're only what they are in the eyes of the beholder. As a great fan of The Amazing Race, the Taj Mahal has been featured as some stops, but then they show like the area outside of the Taj Mahal, and you're like, that would take away from it.
Yeah.
So like, I love in social media where you see like the Instagram post and then what it's really like, and like you see
reality.
Yeah,
I've looked at the pyramids, like satellite imagery, and right around the pyramids is just sand, and it just looks like a shithole.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like built all around it.
That's what it is. Yeah, I would say probably the Colosseum would be neat because of the gladiator effect and what that was in time. I mean, I've seen Christ the Redeemer and the Great Wall on
Daimler, Daimler.
Redeemer.
What is Chrysler Daimler?
Chrysler Daimler.
Yeah.
That was the company
Some
that
sort of car, isn't it?
yeah
Daimler.
company that made like Dodge and all that.
Okay. What do they got, a building or something?
They do in Detroit probably.
And that's a seventh wonder?
Christ the Redeemer.
Oh,
Dumb bastard.
Was I saying it wrong?
I thought you
No.
were saying Chrysler Daimler. And
Christ the Redeemer. It's
God.
in Brazil.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really thought you were trying to say Chrysler Daimler.
Oh boy.
He's
Chrysler
serious as a heart
Daimler.
attack. I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. Like he said Christ the Redeemer 9 times.
I thought he was saying Chrysler Daimler.
I don't know.
And I was like, I think
No,
it's
it
Daimler.
literally says Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
Big Jesus.
But I thought he was saying Chrysler Daimler, and I'm like, I thought it was like an onion thing.
Yeah, and I thought you were pulling a big mace and being a jackass.
Sandwich.
Anyways, thank you, Brado. We appreciate it. It's now time for one more trip around the table for some final thoughts. Not big fella. David, go ahead.
We're well into 2026. Coming up on a out-of-country trip. That's something I always get a little bit nervous about.
Appreciate you just bringing that up again.
Coming up on butchering for a couple weekends, and it works out that I should be able to go back home for Holmes butchering for hogs at least.
Tell Grandma Viv we said hi.
Well, this will be Grandma Smoker.
Well, tell Grandma I don't.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, going to be a pretty good start off to 2026, I think, as long as I make it out of the country and back into it in one piece. So,
Who would think that the end of the show would be you guys, and then I would just.
I'm not going to say a word about it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
you asked me what I was thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Man,
done?
if I had some kind
Yeah.
of fun trip planned with my buddies, I don't know that I'd rub it in.
I'm just
like
hoping.
that trip golfing?
I'm
That
just,
was work.
just trying to get over this crud and
That was a work trip.
Try to get healthy and
Now, are you going to try to get healthier, the crud, or like the other elephant in the room?
well,
Get
both.
healthy?
Yeah, I need to lose some weight. I feel like I've been getting fatter.
No, you look good, buddy.
No, that's not true. I've noticed my shirts. My mud flap's getting harder to cover,
Oh, that's not good.
and
Well, maybe you're drying them too long.
it's either there, neither here nor
It's
there.
either there or
Yeah, but
somewhere else.
So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I'm just new year, new me. Not really, but trying my best to keep on keeping on, knocking projects out here and there. Find some time to set a trap or two. Got a couple more weeks left of that, and then before you know it, it'll be freaking baseball season. So anyway, that's all I got. Keep your stick on the ice.
Thanks for that friendly reminder. Big thank you to our friends at Merkley and Sons. Saw Bradley there January 2nd. Always a pleasure to see Bradley and the family. They were enjoying a little time there at the resort. But, not too much for me. I did want to give a shout-out, although we are a county-wide and, larger area than that as our numbers continue to grow. But here locally, Lady Raider Wrestling
That's right.
with some pretty
Sectional champ.
neat accomplishments with sectional
Regionals,
champ. and
Moving on.
Got, I think, 3 or 4 qualifiers going to state.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to that program. That's something cool that's kind of really taken off like a wildfire. And so that's awesome. So congratulations to all them. We kind of sports season, football is coming to an end quickly, which is unfortunate. Enjoy football season. But, yeah, baseball's right around the corner, and I figured this year if I can survive till June, get school done, get baseball done, that a lot off the plate, and be able to enjoy second half of the year. I would say we'd have a graduation party out here in Smokers Lounge, but if it was a cool day, we'd have to figure out.
Gosh dang it, we'll figure it out.
Warmer. You're gonna have to maybe drain your lines out here because it could freeze. But anyways, not here nor there. We're glad you joined us, and we'll see you next time.
Dutchman out.